Всем привет! Продолжаем проходить Игру Престолов. В последней серии у нас было задание зажечь факелы, которые не горят. Что ж, видно уже город без моих. А, нет. Сейчас будет беседа. Частично мы эту беседу уже прошли. Но я примерно помню, что я отвечал. Мы не сдали его, да.
I trust him. Even after he tried stealing your map. Do as you like. But if we're going out there tomorrow, in the middle of fucking nowhere, I'd want to know who I can trust.
Finn, get back on watch until your relief arrives.
They're late.
You think Mance Rayder is going to wait for them?
Right. Asshole.
And Tuttle, you've got torches that have gone out. Keep them lit. Let the wildlings know we're still home.
Да, вот на этом месте мы остановились. Что ж, пойдем зажжем потухшие факелы. Но я вижу только справа их.
Oh, man could freeze to death up here.
Да ладно. Так, зажгем один. И зажгем второй.
If anyone tries coming over the wall, well, those will stop them.
Да уж, точно ли остановят?
That's ironwood for sure. Uncle Duncan brought these from Ironrath. Wonder if I'll ever see it again.
Что ж, по-моему, здесь больше нечего осматривать. А, вот сюда еще, по-моему, да, есть проход.
Solid ice. This won't be melting anytime soon.
Что там, блядь, кто-то поднимается.
It'll be here soon. Wonder who's riding it.
А, так, нам дальше не пройти, в принципе.
This must hold up the lift. Probably fall apart if it wasn't frozen together.
Так, ну что там, подымется или нет, кто там?
Pig farmer.
Наш заклятый брат.
300-mile walk, and you're still in my way. I figured we'd settled things on the way to Crostas, but this is even better.
I don't have any time for you anymore, Brett. I hate you. You hate me. Now let's move on.
Had something more painful in mind. I did duty to my lord back on that bloody farm. And for doing a proper job of it, what'd I get? Banished to the fucking wall! I never did tell you about your father, did I? We bled him at first, like a pig. Seemed only fair he should feel what it's like. Near the end, he could barely breathe. Kept begging us to leave your sister alone. So I made sure he was still alive when she started screaming.
Он нас специально
It's the last thing your
провоцирует.
father ever heard. The more we sliced, the worse it got. Shrieking the hope.
You're not worth it.
I didn't come here to chat, you fucking cunt.
А, ну он сам начал.
too bad your father didn't fight like that. I'd still be alive. And I thought you were going to make this easy.
You want my blood? Well, come and get it!
That was pathetic. Let's see if you scream like your sister. You got lucky, pig farmer. You're going to slaughter me, like my man back at your farm. At least let me have my sword. Keep it interesting. Or are you afraid?
Fuck you! You never gave my father any mercy! Whoa.
Давай, отпустим ему руку. Походу он не хочет сдаваться, он хочет биться насмерть. Слушай, мужик, да тебе хана уже, тебя сколько раз порезал-то. Да, хотя мы могли его уже убить, в принципе. Че он пополз-то на край? Помучить, оставить, сбросить его сына, помучить его, оставить. Давайте оставим этого придурка. Хотя надо было бы, в принципе, столкнуть со стены. Или прикончить как минимум.
Finn!
These people are all scared, my lord. The Whitehills have driven them away from the Ironwood forests.
Out of the way!
And now they come here, starving, looking for food. Food we don't have to spare. How can we support an army and reclaim our place in the north if we can't even feed a handful of peasants? Our backs are at the wall again, and this won't get better on its own.
No one has more fight in them than Asher. I'm sure he and Malcolm will find us the army we need.
We'd better hope we figure something out. With those Whitehill bastards in our house, we must be wary.
Come on, you!
Let me go! You can't do this!
Good. You're here. Look at this! Did you see what this girl did? She attacked my man like an animal.
Bloody bit me!
Yeah, now it's her turn. She's gonna get what she has coming to her. This won't go unpunished.
Let go of me!
I don't care if she's your sister.
Fine.
Давайте немножко его успокоим.
I'll deal with her.
That's not for you to decide.
I saw him stealing from our kitchen, and I told him to stop. He laid his hands on me, so I bit him.
Bloody wench!
I was only doing what had to be done.
I warned you not to mistreat my men. Someone will have to answer for this. Do you hear me?
Своих солдат.
Don't make this ugly.
Your men are out of control. That's the problem here.
It's your people who don't know the order of things. This girl's as untamed as a wildling.
Don't listen to him, Roderick.
And if you can't rein her in, yeah, what about the rest of them? It's about time she saw a real lord again and learned proper discipline.
You afraid of a young girl with all the armed soldiers you have?
What? I'm not afraid. I want order.
But this house is in a shambles.
Вы же
And the
творите
problem
этот
starts at the
хаос.
top, Roderick.
Watch your tongue, boy.
You yourself had the gall to strike one of my men. And that's the real problem with you Foresters. You're too fucking proud. Always have been. It was bad enough when you were above us. And now it's even worse. Because you don't see how far you've fallen!
Still high enough to look down at you.
Now here's a brave and wise girl. A girl who knows how to speak the truth of things.
No. A girl who should know her station! That's how I like to see you Foresters. Face down in the muck.
Talia, here.
Блин, я думаю, надо было все-таки
You don't
ударить.
get it, do you? You Foresters need to learn when you're beaten.
Чувствую, сейчас при следующей же этой мы ему врежем, нет?
You will learn some fucking humility. Or this won't be the last lesson I teach you Foresters!
Have you no honor? I'll run you through for that. I'll cut you down like straw men.
I'm fine, Royland. I'm fine. I'll handle this.
Even broken, he's twice the man you are.
I bet this makes you angry, eh? You probably want to get up and hit me. But we know how that would go, don't we? Now, are you going to be a good little Forester, learn your lesson, and stay down?
Roderick!
Хрен тебе. Я сейчас подымусь.
I will not yield.
You bloody snot! Why don't you fucking get it?
Get up, Roderick!
Stay down, my lord.
Your brother Ethan didn't know his place either. Ramsay Snow taught him good. Talia here will meet the same end. Unless you're a good little Forester. You learn your place. And stay down. Some Forester is gonna learn their lesson today.
You don't have to do that, Lord Griff.
Блин, придется остаться на земле ради Талии. Только ради нее. Вот ты гандона.
Consider this even, girl. Your brother learned the lesson for you. You'd be wise to follow his lead. As would all of you. Your lord is a smart man. First in his line that understands. Now you need to understand too. You can be Lord, Roderick. So long as we all know who holds the reins here. Come on!
You did the right thing, my son. You had to submit.
Aye. A true lord.
But we let them win. Do you see that? He still acts like he rules the house. But he's let his guard down. So, did he get what he wanted? Or did you? At the time, I wanted you to crush him.
He thinks he's won, but he and his men have gone soft now. They won't be ready when we do strike back.
And when you're better, things will be different. I asked Ethan not to change who he was. I tried to make him promise me. I now know that was childish of me. I'm ready to change now. I'm willing to do anything to help our family. I mean it, Roderick. I don't care what.
You don't have to do that. It's up to me to protect the house.
This is my house too. I have to do something. And I'm sure the others will do whatever it takes as well. what you did. Yielding to Griff, you had your reasons. But
No one can know the future. Whatever tomorrow brings, Talia, the Foresters will stand tall.
I did it. I can't believe it. What are you waiting for?
Сжечь, оставить, сжечь договор или оставить. Хер его знает, блядь, сжечь.
there's no good that can come from this.
А, ну если нет никакого толку, так хули.
The Khaleesi will see you now.
Халиси. Халиси — это мой любимый персонаж из сериала «Игры престолов». Я не знаю почему. Во-первых, это очень красивая девица.
So,
Ну, вообще мне
Asher
нравится
Forrester,
образ ее.
if you presume to speak of my dragons, choose your words carefully.
Да ты чё такая придирчивая-то? Нихера себе, блядь.
Next time on Game of Thrones.
What have you done, Garrett? Frostfinger is calling for your head. Tell me Britt's death was an accident.
Mira, what are you doing? Mira, just tell me what's going on. What are you hiding from me?
We are weak. We have no allies. And Griff claims to be the new Lord of Ironrath.
There's been a raven from Lord Whitehill. He's invited us to High Point.
Drogon wouldn't have attacked without reason.
By order of the Queen,
Fuck you and your queen.
deal with your friend.
Nothing ever stays in the past, Asher.
Garrett. It's time to go.
Почему нам показывают будущее нового сезона, если принимаем решение мы? И от нас зависит развитие дальнейшее. Вот это мне непонятно. Так, за Бешку мы не очень, за Маргари более-менее. За этого ублюдка Брита лучше всех сыграли. Ну, более-менее тоже. А вот приказ, видно, вряд ли мы сожгли. Ой, вряд ли правильно поступили. Может, Тирион и освободится. Так, нет, спасибо. Это все-таки неофициальная версия. И что ж, начинаем 4-й сезон. Тебя напугали мертвецы, называется он. Не знаю, опять в рифму сказал, а? Сейчас нам, естественно, дадут краткое описание предыдущих сезонов. Не описание, так скажем, краткое содержание видео. Да, я немножко оговорился, не сезона, а эпизода. Краткое описание предыдущих 3 эпизодов.
Previously on Game of Thrones.
Ранее в «Игре престолов», понятно.
My father is planning to make a move against
А,
your
или нам
family.
дадут только
He
краткое
knows all your weaknesses,
описание
all your plans,
предыдущего
because you
эпизода
have a
3.
traitor in your council. He's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing.
We were told we'd be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone.
That's enough, Andros.
North Grove? That's just some shit story for little kids.
I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about. I'm part of the free folk. People round here called wildlings.
My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard?
It means a lot to be able to share that with someone. Someone I can trust.
And if it isn't Elena Glenmore, you're not still marrying into this wretched family.
I'm sorry. I'm going to tell Father the betrothal is off.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot.
Marine? Shit.
What?
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
If you presume to speak of my dragons, you best choose your words carefully.
Are you gonna be a good little forester? Learn your lesson? And stay down? You can be Lord, Roderick. So long as we all know who holds the reins here.
The foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
I never did tell you about your father, did I? We bled him at first, like a pig.
Интересно, почему он сбежал? Он же вроде не трус такой, а? Вроде смельчак. А он почему-то чего-то испугался и сбежал. Увидел, как, типа, его брата, якобы они теперь братья, и они собираются в поход, он все-таки порезал. Перестал, наверное, поэтому, может, доверять ему. Так полагаю, сейчас мы будем отчитываться за содеянное.
I knew you were a killer the day you arrived. Seems Britt found out too. Now they all see it.
It wasn't my fault. He attacked me and we fought and...
So you struck him down and left him to die? You told me what you did to get here. We both know you had blood on your hands. But now, you've killed one of your brothers. You'll lose your head for this, Tuttle. You'll be disgraced, dishonored, and burned till there's nothing left of you.
This is mad! You're going to execute me!
Shut your mouth, Tuttle. The man is dead because of you. There's only one thing to be done with you now.
Hey, Frostfinger! I saw what Garrett did to Britt last night. I was there. My relief was late, so I stayed behind. I saw everything.
Yeah, he was there.
Then go on. What did you see, boy?
Garrett's telling the truth. Britt attacked him, just like he said. Garrett had no choice but to fight back.
There isn't a man at the wall wouldn't sell his own mother for the right price.
Теперь он нас решил выручить. Однажды мы выручили их, когда взяли вину на себя, споря в строю.
Or he's defending you for some reason I can't fathom.
Finn's just being a good brother. I think. Can't watch a man die unjustly.
I decide what justice is. Garrett killed a man of the watch. There's a price to be paid for that. Let's go. I knew it was a mistake to make you a ranger.
Frostfinger! What's to be done with him? We're heading to Craster's.
You'll have to find someone else for your expedition. Your man here still has a lot to answer for. Now out of the way, Snow.
Give us a moment.
Snow уйдет с дороги.
Then kiss him quick and be done with it.
Garrett, you told me there wouldn't be any trouble with Britt. What happened? I thought you were smarter than that, Garrett. I thought you were going to be by my side at Craster's.
This isn't right. Britt's the murderer. Frostfinger has this all wrong.
What Britt did to your family, anyone would want him dead.
But John...
Is there nothing to be done?
Aside from removing Tuttle's head from his shoulders? No.
But
you're about to go off and execute a nest full of traitors at Craster's. How is this any different?
Godspeed with you, Garrett. We're down a man, so keep your eyes open. Now let's move.
Даже Джон Сноу не смог
Go
его
begging to
помочь.
your
Странно.
gods all you want, boy. It's the axe has the final say.
Блять, как въебал бы тебе нахуй. Чтоб ты, блять, охуел. В кадык, блять, ёбнул бы разок. Беспалый, тупорылый, а не беспалый. Безмозглый ему надо было дать. Прозвище, а не беспалый. Эпизод 4. Сыновья зимы. Так, нам, походу, тут разговор с Кхалиси предстоит. Надо быть аккуратным.
Do you know how many men have stood before me with false tales of my dragons? Desperate men, hoping for wealth, protection. Liars, every one of them. And I expect you are no different. You don't want to see what I do to liars.
I wouldn't lie to you. You have my word.
Your word means nothing. Not when it is so easily bought.
Oh, shit.
Are you frightened? I thought you'd seen a dragon before. Your reaction says otherwise.
Я по ощущениям привык к такому, мне ни одного дракона, ни одного дракона.
It's all right.
He's much smaller than the other one.
Would you like to touch him? Go ahead. Unless you are afraid. Of course, a man who has really faced a dragon before may have reason to be afraid. Go on.
Not a good idea, sir.
I think I'd rather not.
You're smarter than you seem.
I don't think he likes me.
Then you were wise to keep your distance. You claim you saw Drogon. Give me a reason to believe you. I told you I've heard this story before. I'm going to need more than that.
You're asking for proof.
Клык давай покажем.
Drogon, how did you get that? What have you done to him? If you've hurt him...
He attacked us.
Drogon wouldn't strike without reason. You must have scared him. Or he is not some kind of thoughtless beast. He's only a child.
Oh, a child who can breathe fire on whoever he likes.
The men who were following us, the Lost Legion, they drew their swords and tried to fight him.
And Drogon defended himself.
So we somehow deserve to be burnt alive because your little baby was scared.
Your
Бля,
tongue is
бешено.
dangerously
Подливаешь масло в
sharp,
огонь.
sellsword.
В огонь.
Why did you come here? You offer me nothing but lies.
Солгал
To
мне?
what end? You want gold? A title? My undying gratitude?
I don't
Мне
want
нужна
your
ваша помощь.
I just need your help.
Help very often means money.
My family is depending on me. I have to find an army.
An army?
If you could spare some of your sellswords,
please, if...
I also came here looking for an army. But what I found were the cries of children and people suffering in chains while their masters profited from their misery. My sellswords will help me free the slaves of Marine. That is their mission. Your need is not greater than theirs. These are people who have suffered for years without end.
I would only need a few men. Those who follow Croft could come with me, the rest are yours.
They are all mine.
There must be something I can do to convince you.
As we speak, my men prepare to enter Marine. What they are about to do is much bigger than you or I. Bigger than one family back in Westeros. So, unless you think you can storm Marine and free all the slaves yourself, you have nothing more to offer me, Croft. You may leave.
That's it.
Your Grace.
See them out.
Beskha knows the city better than anyone, Your Grace.
What the hell, Asher?
Is this true?
Yes. I lived in Marine for a time. On the eastern side of the city. Fucking bastard.
Придется помочь.
So you wish to accompany them? You'd help the Second Sons? Guide them into Marine?
I can't, Asher.
This could be our only chance.
Is that what you're saying?
You're really considering this?
They could prove valuable.
Asher, please.
We'll help you free the city. If you'll just consider what I've asked.
We can talk about that after the slaves have been released from their chains. I believe that's more than fair. You two will join Croft and his men. Get them into the city, help them liberate Marine, and I will see that you are rewarded. But your uncle stays here.
А почему
If I
именно дядя?
find you've lied or put my men in danger.
I understand.
Good. Croft will get you settled in. It's going to be a long night.
Извини, Бешка, но приходится вот так вот.
Told you I didn't want to go back to Marine. What the hell was that?
Look, I'm sorry it happened this way.
As long as you get your army, right?
Beskha.
Get your armor patched up in here. Extra bedrolls if you need them. Piss buckets in the corner where it's always fucking been.
Зашибись, если хочется поссать, там есть ведро. Бешка не писает, ведро у нас.
Long time since we had a piss bucket.
I spent 2 years trying to get where I am now. Don't fuck this up for me, Asher. Nail! We got 2 more!
Так, придется, наверное, ублажать Бешку всем, чем мы можем. Чтобы она перестала на нас злиться.
Curse this bloody leg!
It's not your leg that's a problem, Roderick. You've got to be practical. You want to take Griff down next time? You want to stop lying in the mud and letting people walk all over you?
You're speaking to your lord, Sir Royland.
He can fight his own battles.
Is all this talking supposed to help?
You can't just fight through the pain. You need to try something different. You can't handle a sword like you used to. So find another advantage. Surprise your opponent. Do something unexpected.
Like what?
I'll show you.
Слушайте, я думал, что... Вот, мне казалось, что предатель это он. Но почему-то он нам помогает справиться с нашими проблемами до сих пор.
Bring your opponent down to your level. When I attack you, drop down, avoid my blade, and swing at the back of my knees.
Да,
Wait for me to
приготовились.
attack.
Приготовились. Оп! Блять, не успел. Я думал, нам побольше времени дадут.
Almost. Again.
Еще раз. С третьей попытки-то нормально. С третьей попытки нам, правда, там не дадут. Там надо сразу успеть.
My lord, sorry to interrupt.
Elena?
She insisted on seeing you immediately.
Lady Elena, I'm sorry to hear we won't be sisters.
Talia. Roderick. Can I speak with you? Privately. You remember my little brother?
Quiver! Good gods, you've grown.
You can just call me Arthur now.
Лучник.
I hope you don't mind us coming unannounced. But something's happened. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe this was a bad idea.
I didn't know if I would see you again. Given how we left things.
That doesn't change how I feel about you, Roderick. Truth be told, you're the only one I can turn to. Lord Whitehill paid my father a visit at Rillwater Crossing. He told my father Griff had subdued you, and
that my sister would make a fine reward.
as if I'm some token to be handed around.
You mean?
He demanded I marry his son, Griff.
What?
Lord threatened my family. Told my father if he refused, we'd be slaughtered along with you.
Father acted the damn coward.
He agreed, Roderick. I am to marry Griff Whitehill. That arrogant, pig-eyed prick!
Griff sits in my great hall and acts like the king of bloody Westeros. You can't marry him.
Do you think I want to marry that disgusting pig? But my father won't listen. I'm not gonna be the bone they throw that howling dog. I'm not gonna be some prize for him to rip open. We have to get rid of him. I can't think of any other way. My father won't see reason. Lord Whitehill's made up his mind.
Talk like it's as simple as walking up to him and putting a knife in his heart. He's protected by a garrison of his own soldiers.
We have a way around that.
О, у нас появились союзнички. Я думаю, мы теперь сможем отомстить ему.
I command Father's elite guard. These men are trained archers, swordsmen, experts in both ranged and close combat. They're yours, if you'll help us take down Griff.
The whole guard?
Да как же не помочь-то? Конечно, помогу.
My father still thinks they're
Это вы нам помогаете, а не мы вам.
What do you have to lose, Roderick? Griff has been a nightmare for you and your house.
You can't have any reason to keep him around.
White'll still have my little brother. If I hurt Griff, there's no telling what they'll do to Ryan.
I understand your worry, Roderick. I don't want Ryan hurt any more than you do. I know this might sound mad, but it's the only way.
Но я согласен прикончить их
and you'll be
всех
free to use the
хуям
guard however you
собачьим.
like. You can finally take control of your house again. Please, promise me you'll do this.
Хотя мать будет...
I love you, Roderick. I don't want Griff. I don't want any of this.
I'll do it, if it really is the only way.
I'm afraid it is. Thank you, Roderick.
I knew you'd come through for us. My men are yours to command.
Thank you, Crip. Arthur.
Could you give us a moment? You don't know how much this means to me. I'm sorry I couldn't marry you before. Maybe when this is all over, we could play hide and seek in the grove again. Pretend we're still children. Forget all that's happened these last few years.
I love you, Elena.
I love you too.
Давай поцелуемся, что ли? в засосик. Что ж, я, пожалуй, на этом закончим очередную серию прохождения Игры Престолов. Ну а всем до следующей серии. Всем пока. Хорошая концовка серии.